At this time, I'm going to turn to the audience. There is an intervention from the floor. So yes, sir, over to you.
Good afternoon to everybody. My name is, I'm the Senator Rئيس مراد from Jordan, and I'm very delighted to attend this meeting, and my special appreciation to His Royal Highness Abdul Aziz. You touched about Jordan. Actually, I just want to point 4 points regarding this regard. As a matter for, when you talked about the social fund we did have, actually, we had it now under, it is legalized under a certain law since 3 months ago. And there is a budget for this fund, which is allocated from the government and also from percentage of sales of agribusiness in the markets. So, and also a percentage we are taking from imports of agri products to Jordan. And I think this is a very important start for such kind of a fund, which we hope that it could support especially the farmers for certain, like this year, we are facing a big challenge. Your Highness, I just cheered you while you are not here. For instance, this year, we had a very big challenge in Jordan for olive business in Jordan, and we have reduction of production for about 75% down, and this is actually will affect farmers very negatively. So I think this fund, which has been officially and it's been accredited by the Parliament, it's going to be a good start. Second point, while we are talking about risks of finance and all this thing, I'm a chairman of insurance company, and we try to have coverage for climate change and for agribusiness in Jordan. The main issue, in short, I don't want to tell that, we were having problems with the reinsurance companies, not the insurance in each country. Because, you know, most of the, all of the business of insurance has to be reinsured by big companies without naming them. And the percentage was very high, and we felt that there was some kind of not touching this kind of business. And I think this is a big issue where we have to, from this forum here, we have to touch that. We have to be close with these big companies, because I think this is a big issue now with the climate change, and we have to take it over consideration. Number 3, when you talk about finance, in Jordan we are talking about such kind of, and since more than 6 or 7 years, such kind of finance, which we call green finance, and there is a allocated budget from the central bank through the banks, and approximately it is with 0 interest. 1% or 2%, which is only for administration fees. And now we are touching in Jordan as well the blue economy finance, which is actually is a very important thing, and it's affecting our water or seas resources. So I think this is also, which we started in Aqaba actually, and I think there are my colleagues from Aqaba tomorrow, they will have a session, they can talk more about it, and they are having a very successful programs and plans as well, but I don't want to touch this, but tomorrow they will talk about it. Number 4, I feel what's been affected in this region, it's not a cause from our region mainly. It's a cause what's happening in the climate change. I think we are paying the penalties from other countries affect. Because it's a matter of environment, it's a matter of climate change, and we've been affected by certain countries that is affecting these countries, and we are not getting the rights, and we are not getting our fair compensation to keep our environment and to keep our seas in the good level. I just want to point this, and thank you very much for this important event. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm going to ask Miguel to respond to your points and also just close for us just the key summary points. Thank you.
No, No, I mean, I really appreciate the intervention from Jordan. It validates one of the things. It raises a final thing, which is around insurability. And can we still insure everything, all the risks that we're facing? And I think that would need a whole different panel, but I think it's worth a question. Just to maybe wrap up, like all the ideas, I think for me there's some key elements. It's like we need more financing if we want to achieve substantial change. And if financing is going to get where it needs to get, we need to work together between the public sector, the private sector, and the civil society. That's going to be extremely important. I think one of the elements that came in the conversation for me is like, we need to measure the impact and understand when we are investing, when we're putting our resources in many of these ideas, are they working? What are they creating is going to be an extremely important element to keep driving the resources where there can be change achieved. Otherwise, we need to find new ones. And finally, I would say the idea of de-risking will be important into driving the economic flows, both from where they are originating and how they can use the financial sector as a funnel, as a mechanism to reach the majorities, to reach the private economy, the MSMEs, the productive sectors. That's going to be extremely important. But we also need to make sure that the risks that all these little projects that all households are facing are taken care of as we're driving them through this transition into a green, into a blue economy. It's going to be extremely important not to leave them alone, just with significant flows going their way. So I think I would wrap it up this way, Shamiso.
Thank you very much, and thank you, panelists, Your Royal Highness. Thank you.